may I be of service to you?
Oh, I don't have any cooked food. Let's go get some. Okay, so I wanted to dye my clothes yellow, right? Or gold.
Okay.
For the yellow build, store for the yellow runekeeper. So I gotta dye them yellow, but I don't have any yellow dyes.
There's gold though.
Let's see which color looks good. So this is yellow. Yeah, I don't think I like how yellow looks actually. It's too dim.
Hey, D.
Hey.
Hola, Derek. Yellow
Hello,
doesn't
hello.
look good. No yellow. Other color. Something yellowish. Nope.
As in gold.
Normal gold or Lorien gold?
Like
Normal one.
gold.
Let me check. Gold, where is it? It's too dark. And something bright. Bright yellow. I remember there was Imladris something. Let's see. Ooh, that looks nice. Imladris Fallen Leaf.
Or is shocking pink.
Shopping. Which one is that? Shire Peach is nice. Lorien Gold. Autumn Leaf is really good. Autumn. I think I like Autumn Leaf. But that's a festival exclusive, right? I don't think I'll find any. Yeah, I like Autumn Leaf.
You're a freaking elf. Doesn't matter what you wear, it's still butt ass ugly as an arcade.
There are no dyes. No Autumn Leaf dyes. Oh well.
See if they have a dwarf cosmetic that you can wear.
I wish they would let me remove my top.
In an attempt to repel the forces of Ugrokor and the reign
What now?
The bare torso dwarves. They should let other classes do, other races do that as well.
No.
Damrod has tasked you with igniting a war between the orcs in Minas Morgul.
I can't find my spotted shoulders. don't think I have them.
Which ones are you using?
Landscape ones?
Ah, okay.
No, they're
They're
instance ones, but
yeah. Yeah. Like a T2 instance or something. They're not bad.
Nope, they're not
All right.
good.
Let's go.
Very,
Let's
hold on.
kill some shit.
Of course, Ali has his goddamn bumblebee.
It matches the color of my clothes. Looks so cool together. And on the other hand, Snips and Derek has the same color scheme going as well.
Yeah, I got the headpiece to match, so
Yeah, well, chicken mask always is a win. I'll get scrolls and hope.
I have the orc mask somewhere. The couple
No.
one.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's cool. Alright, go Derek. Right, ready, Snips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Incoming.
He's going.
Derek, move back a little bit so the mobs are like stacked up more. That way I can do more damage.
You're on lightning. It's like no AoE. Or...
No, the static surge is a big AoE. Like huge. But mobs have to be aligned a little bit. You can see this like this.
Pull the next group.
You can pull the next group. Okay, move him to the next group. Ah, that one didn't count. Darn it. Once the sergeant dies, he can move.
There's a
Scion?
Goblin Scout in there. Yep.
What does he do? Can you check?
I don't know. I don't have that turned on, bro. I need to turn that on, but I don't know. I don't remember how to do it.
That's morale, I think.
Okay.
Scion of Sauron. Where is it? The Farla coming.
He didn't. He stayed away.
There's two, actually. Two signs in here. The Warrior's sign as well.
Rage incoming damage. Well, it's not really dark.
You can take him to the next group.
I need just a moment of my cooldown.
Sure, I'll get some boxes.
Fucking Defiler's being a real dick.
Yeah, I'll kill him.
You ready, Snips?
No.
I almost went down to single digits there, pal.
That's all.
Okay,
Right,
go.
here we go.
One warrior is on me.
Got it.
You can take him to the next group. Okay, take him to the next one.
Oh, good nothing. I had nothing.
Coming up.
I'll run back.
Skill limit going off as well.
Is there a sign in there by any chance? I didn't see.
Nope.
Yeah, weird.
Alright.
Hold on, I'm gonna pre-set the end.
Okay, scrolls are done.
Okay, I'm good.
Go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I have him. I see him.
Lovely. Do any of you have a damage storm on you by any chance that's not bound?
No, I haven't, but they're all bound.
Yeah, me too. Mine are all bound.
Ah, it's okay.
Like minor bound. But look,
That's
No, I
something
have them in the
can
vault,
never
but we'll have
buy.
to move out to get them.
Sorry, all bound. Just checked.
Yeah, it's okay. We can do it for that. Alright, let's go.
Well, I keep a bit of distance between you and the boss, please. Or like in his face.
Watch out now.
some of those skills you have to be really close to.
Yeah, I can run in.
Yellow.
I'm not paying any attention, sorry.
So what buffs do a Cappy give that makes me heal a lot?
The banner? 30% incoming healing?
Okay, that's incoming here.
I have the goblin.
You forgot about him, right? Because I've hidden him away.
Kind of, yeah.
Goblins don't hurt that much, so.
It's just annoying as fuck. And then if they fray off, then
Sign of slowness.
I see. I have him.
So in this group makeup, I'm healing like 32k. When we did it with Wook and your captain, I was hitting for 58k. Yeah. It's a major difference.
yeah, you probably need to heal a lot more for a melee damage kind of person.
Yeah, probably. Oh,
Watch out,
Ali.
Ollie. Watch out, bro. dropping the fire puddle when he started to do his fucking stupid.
That's why you go fire runekeeper and not lightning crap.
Yay.
Good job.
Oh, I got the same one. Crap.
I got him. I got him. He's fucking fired. I don't know what drugs he's on. He's on meth.
The rubber bullets won't get him down.
Telling you, bro.
Incoming.
Now we're going full out balls to the wall.
It's kind of my bad. A stupid ass big war chant.
Yep.
Don't forget about another.
It's AoE, right? War chant, right?
Yeah.
You just don't want me to pick up that box that's laying there.
Not yet.
It's all part of the big plan. We need to prevent him.
You let me know when you got something again.
I got a bit, not much.
Here we go. I gotta know fuck. So if I see it coming, I'll do it.
You're taking a lot of damage though.
Interesting. I wonder why.
Uh-huh.
The sergeant.
Two
Probably the
sergeants, right?
sergeant.
Two of them. That's why.
Yeah, they're buffing each other boys up.
All the boys are all dead now. I wonder what their induction does. Can never figure it out. Can never.
Their war cry, it gives their buddies in the group more.
But not them and not the other sergeant. It seems, right? Because I don't see
That's
anything
correct.
under them. Hmm.
Only like the warriors, I think.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
maybe the defilers too. Or anything
When
but
there's-
another sergeant, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay, move after this one dies. Wow, this lag is amazing.
That's nice. When the stream's like lagging.
Gonna bring them all. Oh, there's the art.
Did you see him dancing with his hands up in the air?
That's
Like,
how I always
yeah.
run away too. I put my arms up and run
Not a fear in
You
the
see
wall.
small
Because I'm a-
people.
I'm a sissy. Pardon my friend. He runs away like a sissy. Whee! Have you ever been that terrified where you threw your arms up in the
Up
air
in
and
the air.
ran away?
I don't believe I have.
Saying something.
Let's see what you guys say the next time you're on the street and you see a guy with a big ass sword coming running towards you, whether your
Oh,
arms are up or down.
That only happens in Europe, man. In America, we shoot people.
Oh shit.
What happened?
I
You
was
ran
dancing
into
too
the
much.
frontal.
No, I think something was on me. I was running them it around.
So he's still thinking he's on his captain. I can tank this one. I'll get in front of him. Bring on the schwung. One shot.
Yeah, this is a weak runekeeper. Very fragile.
Oh, I was going again with the arms in the air.
Ah. Okay, I'll go red line for this one. Actually, I'll do concession and then go red line.
Okay, you want anthems, right?
Yeah, just give me a second to refresh. Hope and scrolls. I'm low on hope, I see.
I wouldn't mind DPSing something after this run, if possible.
Yeah, we made him tanky yesterday, and then we make him tanky
Today
again
as well,
today.
yeah. Nah, yeah, I was thinking I want you to DPS something after this. Okay, let me just check my gear and everything. Looks fine.
Not that I mind tanking, just for variety's sake. You know, tanking is fine. Doesn't
Hell
bother
yeah.
me.
Alright. Think we good. Let me do not follow you. Alright, give me anthems and switch.
Hold on, just need to do one more.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go D.
I have him.
Stupid
Sad.
stone, I can't see anything.
Please call the
Hey, they're here.
Adds up.
Gonna blow some cooldowns here. Harley, you're in a puddle or something.
I don't know where the
I
puddles
was.
are.
You are in a puddle, Snaps.
I can take it. Okay, let's stabilize a bit.
Call if any ads come in, please.
Yep, I have clear view. I'll call.
Yeah, it's coming in. Is a cyan there?
Got a green eye. I'm not sure what that one does.
Could
Probably
be
still
healing
look
one.
like a healer, yeah.
He is. He's healing. Finish him.
You should
Joy
be
to the
out.
fucking
The other one
world.
is on me.
That's stunned.
Ah, he healed boss back up to full. Brilliant. Here we go again. Bad luck.
It happens.
That was quick though. I mean, that fucker was badass to be able to do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they all do pretty quick.
Crit heals for him.
He
He was
down
done.
pretty quick.
Yeah, he was down to like 9 million and healed him back. That's up.
That's coming in.
Got it. Got it. Got everything.
I fear that one.
Okay.
Should give you some more time just to don't have the bleeds on. That's some lag there.
That's incoming.
Gonna be puddles.
I'm in one. That's okay.
I have everything. I have everything. They're just being jerks. You're up through boss if you can. Thank you.
Probably Snip's got it. One Worgen coming
Cooldowns.
to me. I'll
Correct.
stun
I
him.
got nothing. And I don't have any.
I'll run close. Ouch.
You see how fucking fast these guys are? Do you have a res?
Rose me. I'm up.
There's a fucking warg over there being another dude. Fuck.
Oh.
What happened?
Yeah, too close for the shadow cloud. Let's reset it.
Long in your res.
I'll
Snipes.
stand in the middle. It's anyway.
We just got unlucky with the freaking healing Scion.
Yeah.
Boss would have been dead by now. He was already down at like 9 million when he healed him back up to full.
It's fucking bullshit. Time for wine.
Vino.
It's Friday, baby.
Rosso. No, bianco. DPS was going nice in red.
Yep.
Yeah, when those wargs spam up like that, and they're not near me, that's a big problem because, well, my war chant doesn't provide enough aggro compared to Snips's heals. So I've got to fucking be able to have a fray or an engage, or obviously a challenge. And that's kind of what happened. You saw me where I had to run and chase those fucking wargs down.
Mhm.
I knew they were there. I just didn't have a fucking taunt to grab them unless I touched them. And they were running around like fucking lunatics today. I don't know why they were running so fast. They're very fast.
Do know that me and Ali both have a stun and a fear. I have a fear as well. So we can like keep him
Delay them.
busy. Yeah, I can delay him so you don't have to like skip out of your position and run to us. Maybe just see how long the cooldown is.
Yeah, for just a couple of seconds for the RK. It's like what, 5 second.
I can do scrolls and hope when
As long as
we're
you
all
don't-
here.
Okay. This time also try another thing. Try staying in 6 petals instead of 3.
That's up to Snips and you. That's fine. I'm not bothered. We can certainly try.
The bleeds or
I got
Yeah,
you.
important
cure
than
the
the-
bleeds for sure. Yeah, if you can keep
Okay.
up with clearing the bleeds, the petals should be fine.
Okay.
That way
I'll
we'll
do
have
that.
some more room, I guess. But although it's not, DPS is not a problem, so it'll die even if you use 3 petals. But just to check it out, how 6 petal works, we should try that. Okay, snip to the anthems.
And you have to touch them to get them back, right?
It depends on where my cooldowns are at.
Yeah, with Frey
Frey
it's
cools
fine.
down pretty fast, but challenge is a 60-second cooldown, so that can be tricksy. And engage has like a 30-second, something like that.
No, I was just wondering. I mean, if there's not a puddle around, if you get one on you, just bring it back to you. So
Okay,
it's just
1,
like,
2,
get it clear.
3, go. Go.
I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Incoming. I got the trap.
I'm lagging.
Five puddles.
Yep, as soon as 6th one is off, you can move. Interrupting.
Got it.
Pot.
Okay, moving.
Move,
I
move,
think.
move, 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 move.
Yeah, because you had a shitload of puddles on your ass.
Tell me when the wargs are inbound, please.
Slowly
coming.
incoming. One on me.
Got it. Thank you. There's a puddle in the middle of the room I don't like.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Works coming.
Thank you. I have them.
Could it please?
Ah, stupid. Cancelled my smoldering.
I'm moving. Safer in red at this fight. It may not be as good DPS, but it's safer.
Oh yeah,
Works
for
coming in,
this
that's a
you
Siam.
always for this you always gotta go red. The distance is the key, because otherwise I keep taking shadow damage and that's not good. Sweet. Good luck.
That was easy. That was much better. Good job.
Ooh, I see. Teal.
Healing
Heel
artist.
pants.
Healing pants. Who wants them?
I'm good.
If you're good, I'll take it for the Runekeeper.
Who wants the fell beast nest? Who?
Nope.
Tell me. Roll for it.
No, don't want it. I didn't roll this earring fucking twice. What a piece of garbage. At least I got some teals though. The pants are nice.
Which earring? Yeah, that's a. It used to be good earring, but when they introduced the other ones, the incoming healing ones, then yeah, they're better.
They smash it.
Yep.
So I got my 500 embers on this one.
Yeah, I saw.
How may I be of service to you?
That's nice, mate.
Okay, you said you wanted to do DPS.
I wouldn't mind.
Of course you can DPS.
I now have 21 ingredient boxes. I'm going to craft something this weekend.
Nice.
Perhaps 2 things.
Yeah, make the new ones now. The good ones, the 422 ones.
Yeah, I may want you to craft that shield for me.
All right.
Shield.
Sure. Okay. Which one do we want to do?
I have 22 as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, I have 22.
I already used most of mine to make the stuff for the Runekeeper healer. Okay, if Snip tanks, I can heal. You can DPS.
No.
What?
I want a DPS.
No, you don't want to
You grab your
DPS.
you grab your Lore Master.
Oh, you want to do Roost again?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Barrows?
I thought we were
don't
gonna
think
do
so.
battles again. Oh, so not battles,
hell
the
no.
Harrowing again, I mean.
I hate Harrowing. I can't tank Harrowing at the end.
I mean, with Runekeeper Healer, you can.
That would suggest I know how to tank.
Well, and also with Derek's arcade, it'll be fast, right? Right, Derek?
Yeah.
So it'll be like maximum 4 minutes, and you can even pop your cooldowns if I'm not able to keep you up. Trust me, it'll go fast. Derek has this beefed up DPS. I know, but it'll be really easy. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Because it'll be with he has epic DPS and I have epic heals.
No.
Come on, do it.
No. No.
I wanted to save my Lord Master for.
For my hunter, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but because Derek's Archie can do it. I wanted to save it for somebody who who doesn't run it often.
I can run it on my burglar.
See? That's the plan.
Let's do Harrowing. Come on.
No.
I can tank it.
I know you can. But then I have to heal it again, and I'm
Oh, and
locked down
you're
the healer
locked.
already.
Yeah.
Or you could do it on the Lore Master. Well, my Lore Master, and die.
Well, if Snips is on his Lore Master and you're on your Cappy, and I'm DPS, we almost fucking did it last time when I was on my Garb with the Lore Master healing. If you're on your Cappy with the Lore Master healing and I'm DPS,
We
I
did it
wanna-
on the... We did that combination already once. Cappy, Lore Master...
Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it-
Yeah, it worked. It was easy.
Don't
Easy
know if
peasy.
it was you or CJ, but one of you two.
Yeah, I've done it and my DPS was great. So
I'll
it's a-
grab the Lore Master.
For which one?
When we tried
Harrowing,
it, it was
then?
Lore Master already.
Harrowing? I want to save my captain though for next time. Because I already did once.
So
I
then
do
it's
want to
not
heal.
Harrowing,
That's the
then
thing. Whatever you want to
Yeah,
do,
but
I
I
want
don't
to
wanna
really
tank.
heal. Let's make Derek tank again. Nah,
What do
I
you want
won't
to do?
do that.
Roost?
Nah, we can. Let me
We
see.
could do Roost regular way. You heal it, Derek tanks it, CJ DPS's it.
1,
No, I
2,
mean,
that can
if he
work.
wants
Yeah.
to arcade, just
All
do
right.
it.
all good.
I'll
Do
do
you
it
want-
later.
It's all good.
I'll do
I'm
it
down
later.
for whatever.
I'll do it later. If I have to go the hard way, I'll do it the hard way.
Yeah, whatever the group
I'll
needs.
give
You
a
don't, I don't
fuck.
care. I can take again. I really don't care.
No, it's
No big
okay.
deal.
You can.
I don't
DPS.
either, except I don't want to tank. Gonna delete the captain, I think.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, makes Alice stop nagging. Don't want to tank. I'm gonna.
How are
rename
you
it.
gonna learn?
But I don't want to learn. I know how to Lore Master. I know how to heal. I know how to DPS. I know how to heal on a Runekeeper.
You do see how easy captain tanking is in the sense, right? And how OP it is. I mean,
It's not because you make it seem easy that it is easy.
it's just the stats and gear. It's nothing else.
And the right buttons. Remember, fighting withdrawal, never use it. I have the red button, never pushes it. Don't
I
know why.
sometimes forget it. I forget to
Associate
use
red
it.
with
Well,
DPS, so I can never push it. So. See how bad a tank I am?
Okay, I'll come on the captain. Let's do Roost regular way.
And you want me on the mini then?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have that. I have that, right?
Yeah, you have one more lock on the mini.
Good. There can DPS.
Yeah. I can tank. Oh joy.
Yeah, it's fun. Just ask Snips, he'll tell you.
I mean, it's so easy. That's why I don't like it anymore. Like, I like it, but don't like running these anymore with tank. It's too easy.
Yeah, Cappy Tank makes it pretty easy. It does.
Yeah, it might seem so, but for me it's like doing a whole day chores. It's
I think you invited one person too many, bro.
Oh, let's do a quick first boss of Throne. CJ,
Okay.
accept the invite.
I know Mark really wants to get that fucking class item for his
We'll
he's been
do
trying to get that
it
shit done for a while now.
a
Maybe over the
year
weekend
now.
we can get to the third boss and get that done for him. But
Yeah.
that means you guys can't fuck up on the elephants.
No, it's
we can fuck up. We don't
yeah,
have
we
to
can fuck up
challenge.
with the elephant.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's do that this weekend then, for real. I mean, first,
All
second,
right.
third boss should take maybe an hour if we just fucking blast. But yeah, we can do this first. I was fucking up last time I tanked this. I was in a group for Char, and I never let the aggro slip off me, and I got fucking smashed. So I forgot about the passing the aggro off.
Mm-hmm.
If you just sit there and hold the aggro, you're gonna die. It doesn't matter if you have 300,000 morale or 600,000 morale.
Yeah, it's like a one shot.
Yeah, it's that he just fucking smashes you.
Tori, you are gonna come on something else or not?
Are we doing the entire thing or just the first part?
I think just the first boss.
Oh, thank God. I'm coming on. The
Okay, thank God he said.
Oh, thank God. George, do you play any other tunes that are at cap level besides your Lore Master?
Nope.
Is that the on the fourth boss that those things, the holes that open up in the ground, are they still one shot, right? Even on this level?
Yes.
The ones that you pull you keep pulling you towards
yeah.
them, and you have to move the so
they're
they're
gravitational holes, black holes.
so one shot.
Probably.
I don't know, but I think the class item drops on the third boss, right?
It does. All we have to do is get the boss 3 and we'll have it.
I mean, we can run through it if you Leaf really needs it. We can do it, I guess.
Not today.
Yeah, tomorrow, dude, over the weekend when we have more time. Because I know it's Friday,
Don't know
but
what, don't know what you
Okay,
did.
no
the other
rush,
day, but
cool.
I went to work. Don't want to work twice a day.
Mar, we'll try to make that happen for you this weekend, bro.
Yeah, we'll try.
We spoke about this a couple weeks ago, and I told him I tried to work it out for him. Because, I try to poke the bear every once in a while and move the bear in the right direction. Sometimes the bear doesn't want to go eat the honey. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't want to eat the honey. The honey is bad, poo.
The honey is bad poo.
Let me ask Char to see if her or any of her crew need.
Nah. It's 6 is fine.
Yeah, more coins for us, bro. And we can one and done it with 6 people.
Alright, let's go.
Debuff DPS, blah blah blah.
I say DPS. Go crazy.
Do some debuffs, please, because not much. Like you have
Little bit.
so. Yeah.
I can. Okay, thank you for the help.
No worries.
Can you bear just the dwarves make him fall really quick?
Yeah,
Why
we'll
is
take
my morale lower than normal? Okay, I'm gonna go on last stand now. Raven buff will be really cool if you can do that. Arceus will. Up.
Give me 10 seconds. Got him.
Yay!
I suppose I could raise. That's kind of,
Wait,
no,
what?
you're up.
Some of you got medallions. Is that for the deed?
No, dude.
No,
They
I got him.
changed it.
Oh, okay.
You want to see my HPS?
Sure.
$105K.
That's funny, Mark. That's funny that you said that joke because it's going around on my Facebook page right now. So I think it's trending because I heard that joke. Like somebody linked that shit on my Facebook yesterday. I didn't want to spoil the punchline, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Pooh? No, I don't want any of your nonsense. Don't give me any of nonsense.
all the crafting items goes to Derek. Winner.
Yeah.
That's a nice tail, the shimmering tail. Could have done a mini.
Yeah, I heard war steeds are going to be a big thing in the next update.
Yeah, they're gonna make him turn.
I named all my war steeds after boats because that's how they handle.
There is a tome of Swan Knight in the chest if anybody wants that.
No, thank you.
Tor can have it, man. Get it, Tor.
Did you see the HPS, Ali?
Let me look. Damn. How? That's amazing.
I know I am.
Of course you are. Alright, leaving this.
Biggest heal was 196K. And Triumphant Spirit healed for 2.2 million. Of course, if you crit the Triumphant Spirit in a 6-man.
High above the Morgul Vale, nestled in a cleft upon
Alright, leave the fellowship.
lies Garth Direvol, the Shadow Roost. It is said to be home to Khatlob, the terrible winged broodmother of the fell beasts of Mordor, whose countless children become favored mounts of the Nazgul.
Alright. We ready?
Let me quickly repair. Oh no. Hold on.
What happened?
The drums of Mordor are sounding again.
Oh. You gonna log out?
Yeah, should be doing that.
Ooh, the latest Joe Rogan podcast is Bill Maher.
Wow, that must be the first time, right?
I don't know.
He's gone on a few. He didn't do much.
I don't like Bill Maher.
I like.
I
I have
used
a
to like
love-hate-
him, but
I
not
have a
anymore.
love-hate relationship.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think that he has a lot of good intentions, but I think he's a bit of an egomaniac.
He's a fucking
Say
limousine
himself.
liberal douchebag.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate those liberals that actually fucking own what they say and do what they want, and they're legit and they're true. But he's a limousine liberal. He's just like all the people that went to the Golden Globes on their private jets, and then got to the Golden Globes and said, "None of you should be traveling, and how dare you use the gasoline?" It's just so fucking hypocritical, man. Bitch, you're not a fucking preacher. You're a comic. Don't preach to me. Tell me jokes and shut the fuck up. I hate it when people preach to me like that shit. Just shut the
Oh,
fuck
no,
up
it's
and tell me
fine.
jokes. That's what bothers me about him. Although back in the day, he was much, much more independent, and now he just seems like he's just a
He's
cock-ass
just an
liberal.
establishment hack. That is my main problem with him.
And now he just, and like I said, I mean, his intent is to bring things, but if
I'm
you
in
ever
yellow.
watch his show,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
it's all about him. You know what I mean? He doesn't even want to listen to what anybody else has to say. It's like, if you don't agree with what the fuck he's saying or his point of view, then he doesn't want to hear you.
He is funny though.
Yeah.
And he does have funny segments. But his politics, they creep into what he does a little too
Yeah.
much. It's just a little too much. If he was a politician, he'd be fine. Comic, however, a little bit goes a long way with me when it comes to politics and comedy. It's the same on the other side too. You know, anyone
True.
that's fucking more interested in telling me how to live than telling me how to laugh is fucking, they're on the wrong. I'm gonna lose interest. Just make me laugh.
I heard Dave Chappelle actually came out, and which is weird, and went behind some which is crazy for him.
I respect him quite a bit as a comic.
I like Rachel Maddow. She's not a comic, but I like
Who's that?
Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Rachel Maddow is the Alex Jones on the left.
that is an insult to her.
No,
I
I mean,
kid. I kid.
She's a very
Nobody can
intellectual
be Alex Jones. There's only one.
Alex Jones. The fuck.
Well, the
yeah.
woman is smart as a post, man. She's a very
Yeah.
smart woman. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Is that like a newscaster or a commentator?
A bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a historian. She knows her shit. She's a very, very intellectual person. She could have probably been in a think tank where she wasn't doing what she was doing.
Oh, right, I think I remember her face now. Okay, it's coming to me.
She's a short-haired.
Short hair, yeah.
Smart.
I don't like her.
She holds down the primetime slot for MSNBC at nights.
Yeah.
So at 9 o'clock she comes on, and I watch her monologue every night because for the same reason I listen to Rush Limbaugh's monologue every day, because I need to know.
Who's that?
You have to pay attention to what's
exactly
going on.
And they're both very different people, and that's a good thing. If you, again, I've said this many times. If you're just consuming one source of media, you're only hearing half the truth. Because ultimately, everyone on television is there to make money now, and the truth or what's right can become secondary. On either side, it's the same
All of
thing
it's
on either
lost.
side.
Yeah.
That's why I'm fucking confident in media and the news in America is at almost an all-time low. I mean, people are just like fake news, because
Yeah,
everything
that's
is just so fucking
so
hyperbolic.
weird. It's like facts do not like matter anymore. That is the weirdest thing ever. And it's all Trump's fault, obviously.
I mean, of course. I mean, you've heard of these things called hate facts, right? That's where something is a fact, but because
Look at
it's
that guy
hateful,
go.
you're not allowed to say what it is. It's a very liberal.
It's always been there, but he's just kind of like.
Oh,
made
he's
it
not the.
more-
Let's not forget how we got Donald Trump. We got Donald Trump because
Yeah.
people were disgusted with the fucking status quo and how corrupt everything was.
Yeah.
And people were like, I'll take a fucking retarded game show host over Hillary Clinton. Thank you very much. And that's how corrupt our system was. When
Well,
Donald Trump got elected.
majority of people did not actually pick Trump, though, right?
You're fair enough, but the rules
So,
didn't
like,
change. The rules
yeah,
have been the same rules
Because
for
I have,
fucking hundreds of
yeah,
years.
Because the rules are meant to be changed. Like 100 years ago, black people could not vote. They changed it, didn't they?
Agreed.
That's
I'm
called an
referring
amendment.
I'm specifically referring to the Electoral College. Like,
Yeah, I still don't quite get it.
Yeah,
Like
but
how
essentially
how
what it means-
exactly does that work?
Ever.
I'll explain it to you. What the Electoral College does is that instead of the popular vote, okay, so for instance, the most populated states in America are on the coast. Those states traditionally trend to be liberal. So if we take the popular vote and not the electoral vote, then those states in the middle of the country that have less population, their voices no longer matter, which means that the candidates, if it were to be just strictly a popular vote, wouldn't even go to the middle of America. They would go to where the population is, and the middle of America would no longer have a voice. And that's why the Electoral College is so fucking important. Because there's a bunch
Problem
of states. Go ahead.
Is that they went to the complete extreme when they went to the electrical college and gave these small ass states with very small populations massive
The same
electoral
power.
votes.
They gave them the same power. So the Electoral College basically
So,
says
Just a
everyone
question
gets
about
everyone gets
that.
2 votes.
But the
everyone-
question of the electoral college is, why does it always seem to favor the right wing, the Republican Party, and never works for the
Because,
Democratic Party?
Again, the predominant amount of the population lives on the coastal states of America, but the predominant amount of states are within the coastal states of America. So from an electoral college standpoint, those that live on the coast, there are much more people that live in California and New York and places like that, and those are very liberal places. But again, the states in the middle of the country traditionally are more conservative, and that's why the Electoral College usually trends more towards the conservatives, because there are more states in the middle of the country than there are on the coast of the country, and that's why that works like that. And that's why for the past 2 times, the popular vote has been irrelevant compared to the Electoral College vote. That's this short version. Now, whether that's right or wrong, I could go. But I will say again, the rules haven't changed. They've been like that for a long time, and everyone knew what the rules were, and Hillary knew what the rules were, and Donald Trump knew what the rules were, and they played their games, and Donald Trump played a better game, and he won. And people are still fucking angry about it.
The problem with that is that it is true that the system is like that, but it's not supposed to be a system where the popular vote and the electoral college are not on the same sides. And
I don't know if that's true.
I would say there are a limited amount of time you can make that difference before it actually does become a political problem.
Well, in Belgium it's kind of the same because we have a north and a south here, like Flanders and Wallonia, and we have a federal government, and there was a dividends there as well. We can't vote for politicians in the south. They can't vote for politicians in the north. But there's a key that divides the seats in the federal government. So the both of the parts of the country have a say in the government, because otherwise the north would rule and the south would just have to go and live it, what we say, because the population is like 60-40. So
and let us not forget what democracy truly is. It's two wolves and a sheep arguing over what's for dinner. So there's always going to be someone on the other side, particularly when it's 51-49. If we lived in a true democracy, then half the people would be fucking pissed off all the time. And, that's kind of happening now, but at least you can say, well, at least, the electoral college is deciding rather than, the populations on the coast. You could have only imagined. Go ahead, CJ.
No, when it comes to the voting, I agree with you 100%. When it comes to what's actually happened in our country, it's a completely different thing because, as we know, that the majority of the country is not actually benefiting from anything that's going on within the country.
I agree, and I wish that
most of those things are always beneficial for the rich and not for the ones that.
Yeah, that's in every country. Yeah,
and let's not forget, every president in my lifetime has always said one thing before they got elected, and then done another when they gain power. Now, whether that's due to the strength of the military-industrial complex, or whether or not they grab the president by the ear and they take him down to the room and they say, "Here, let me show you these dead alien bodies, and let me show you the corpses of the past people that didn't toe the line." I mean, who knows? But Barack Obama was the same way. He's like, fuck this Middle East war shit. I'm out of here. We're getting out of here. And he became president. And instead of 2 wars, we were then in 7. And that was under Barack Obama. Donald Trump was the same way. He said he's going to get everyone out. He fucking didn't. And here we are. Obviously, well, you guys know what the hell's going on and what has happened with Iran recently.
Somebody dropped a rocket.
So you go, is everyone full of shit? Or is someone else making the rules? And who's really in charge in that case? There's someone else in fucking charge. That's
definitely somebody else is in charge. Well, the main thing that is obvious is it's like numbering. Like 2 years one party gets, and the next 2 years another. 2 terms, not 2 years. Every one of your presidents have starting from Bush Senior, right? He did 2 terms, then Clinton 2 terms, then Bush Junior 2 terms, then 2 terms Obama, then 2 terms Trump probably.
It's looking
only
that
did
way.
one.
Unless the Democrats fucking decide they're going to run someone that doesn't suck ass, Donald Trump is going to re-election. Mark my words, you heard it here. No one on that fucking stage on that debate the other night can beat Donald Trump. And the Democrats, if they don't fucking know it, they've got their heads so far up their own asses that it's sad. Donald Trump
did you hear
crush
about the
any of
new
those fucking
drama
candidates.
between the 2 leading Democratic candidates?
I did. And Elizabeth
How weird
Warren
is
a-
that?
Forgive my French. She's a fucking filthy, backstabbing snake cunt. Forgive my. She took Bernie Sanders and fucking threw him over the bridge to gain political leverage and fuck a rise in the polls, and that's really shitty.
Yeah, and then a video comes out of him saying in like 1988 that
Dude, he's been singing the same songs for fucking 40. As
Yeah.
long as, at least Bernie Sanders, love him or hate him, he believes what the fuck he's smoking. He believes it. He hasn't
Yeah,
changed his tune.
and he's telling like women to should run for president. Maybe you can be president. And it's his video from like 30 years ago, and now she's
Yes!
coming here telling me he told me you can't be president. And not to mention he pushed her to run for presidency
Exactly.
against
So
Trump.
it's a really dirty trick for political leverage, and it's
I think it
unfortunate
backfired.
because the establishment is backing Warren. The establishment wants Warren. But I'll tell you what, if
The
either Warren,
the establishment wants Biden. Not
you know, you're right about that too. It depends on how old of a person you speak to. So the old establishment wants Joe Biden because wisely they know that one of the most important fucking issues that we have is border security, and Joe Biden is the only one on that stage that's not fucking speaking nonsense. And you know, again, he's moderate when it comes to border security. He's like, look, I would love for everyone to come to this country, but we're simply not equipped for everyone in the world to come to America, you know, willy-nilly. Every other Democrat on the stage said, the doors are open, come on in. And the population of America will not fucking tolerate that. And that's not me speaking. That's the fucking 80-year-old man I played tennis with yesterday who told me that Joe Biden's going to get the nomination because he's the only guy that's speaking fucking rationally about
Is
this border.
immigration really that big of an issue over there?
It's a huge issue over there.
How many immigrants
It's-
do you guys
it's
have?
Everywhere.
Well, it's not so much that we just always scapegoat the immigrants. Like,
Yeah, that is
immigrants
the
always-
problem that
Yeah.
nobody
First
enough
it
people
was the,
talk
you know,
about.
First it was the black slaves, and then it was the Italians.
It's all about
and then it was
throwing
Poles,
the
and then it was-
least powerful community under the bus
right.
always.
There has
just,
to be
just
a bogeyman, and the immigrants are always the bogeyman.
it's same
And that's,
here
of
as
course,
well.
it's shitty. It's fucking awful, but that is exactly what happens every time. And both parties do it. You know, both parties do it. That's why I'm an independent, because you really get entrenched on either side, and no one cares about the truth anymore. They just care about power and holding on to power, and that's really terrible. Just fucking do the right thing. That's why I support Tulsi on one or two things, and the one big thing is that she doesn't want to be in fucking war in the Middle East. She's like, they've been lying to us. Have you read the fucking Afghanistan paper that came out recently, where the generals in the United States government are like saying one thing and then doing something completely different, and they say, "Oh yeah, we're winning," and then you read their own fucking memo, and they're all like, "We don't even know who the fucking enemy is over there," and this is true. This is
Yeah.
The problem with what you just said is that Tulsi Gabbard, according to you yourself, would be like everyone else. But when she comes into power, she will.
I believe you're right. I
Yeah,
believe they would take her to a
of
room
course
and
she
they would
will
say,
be.
"This is why you need to shut the fuck up," and they'd show her the dead body of an alien or something like that.
Alex Jones. Shit,
Okay. I get it, I get it.
lizard people. Lizard
And you have to assume there's more than what we know, and there's more than what we're telling us, and that's why everyone that achieves power always breaks their word about this fucking. I don't know what it is, but they all do it. They all say
It's the
one thing.
money.
But one of the problem is that we as voters want easy answers. We want a yes or no answer to a question that really doesn't have a yes or no answer. Because if you're gonna stop a war or leave a warring conflict, you need to have an exit strategy. That usually takes time. Something that as a voter you really do not care about.
That's true, but we've been in Afghanistan now for 18 years, and we still haven't determined the conditions of victory as to when we can leave. We haven't even been able
You
to.
can't.
You can't come up with an exit strategy.
I know when you can leave, Derek. It's when they'll run out of
Never?
opium. No, when they'll run out of
There you
opium.
go.
that's when you guys will leave.
Let's not forget that again and again.
I'm gonna die.
Under Barack Obama, we literally ran out of bombs to drop in the Middle East because we were dropping so many bombs. We had to stop dropping bombs because we didn't have any more to drop. And that's incomprehensibly appalling. Because every time we drop one bomb, we kill one bad guy and fucking 10 civilians.
Yeah, nobody even talks about the civilian toll in Iraq. It's like 1 million people
A
dead.
million people.
And it's like, no.
We
9/11.
fucking watch out, Snips. We fucking shit the bed over the 3,000 that fell when the towers fell,
Yeah.
and we've killed 1 million people in a country that had nothing to do with the World Trade Center. It's fucking. It's
Yeah,
just-
because they were all Saudis. And you still keep
yeah, that's right.
giving weapons to Saudis for some weird reason.
Yeah, we love the Saudis. I can't really figure that one out. I know what
Oh, they're
Wahhabism
not
is.
giving them; they're selling them.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
very true. Just go,
believe
wow.
me,
This,
if they didn't have money to buy the weapons, I can assure you, there would be no love lost.
you're right, Tor. Ultimately, it is all about
Money.
money, and it's terrible.
Definitely. It's all about the money.
If we
Sadly.
just circle back to the electoral college.
Go ahead.
Wouldn't one way to maybe like make the system better, in the sense that it wouldn't remove the vitality of the like in between states, to make the electoral college proportional? That you don't, if you win 51-49, you don't get every single electoral college vote in that state.
Yeah, I think the system is. I even though Derek did correctly say has been around for a while, but it's a weird system. It's imbalanced and it always seems to lean only one way.
No, but the point of the system is not something that's exceptional for the United States. In Norway, the regions that are further away from the capital, that has less population, have a higher number of seats. Like there's less votes between each member of parliament than for those coming from the capital.
Okay.
That is more or less the same issue with the electoral college. The difference is that in the Norwegian system, the regions are divided based on proportionality. If you get 40% of the vote, you get about 40% of the seats from that region. In the States, if you get 40% of the votes in Texas and everyone else gets 39 or less, you get every vote from that state.
Okay.
But you're dealing with a country that has 50 states. So this is the easiest way to organize it. If we were a state of 10 states, if we were a country of 10 states, then I would be more inclined to go with the way you're thinking. But with 50 states, that's a lot.
No. How does the number of states change whether the electoral college is based on winner takes all or a proportional system?
Because the more states you have, the more likelihood that one of those potential states could possibly be corrupted, or the more variables that you throw onto the table, then the more a possibility that something goes wrong and something's not right.
I'm sorry. With all due respect, the corruption bandwagon is 20 meters back the other way.
I mean, I'm not going to defend our system because I realize how corrupt it is. I agree with you in that regard. I just don't necessarily know that making the electoral college and the popular vote duplicitous would be an answer to the problem. I mean, if you're going to do that, then there would be no need for the electoral college. If you're just going to give,
I don't know what duplicitous means.
it just means it would be the same thing. Basically,
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying taking away the electoral college. I'm saying that let's take
No, what Thor is saying that you'll weigh in the the states that has less population
yeah, it's not a, it's
and
not
give
a
them
zero.
a higher weight.
It's not a
You
zero-sum
give them
game. Is what you're
higher.
saying.
No, you give them a higher weight. So like you give each state like 10 seats. If they are farther away and less population, you could even give them more seats in the table. And then if you go and vote, you don't like take all. You take what you win. So if that state votes 60-40, the Republicans take 40 and the Democrats, for example, take 60, and then you add up everything, and you weigh in the states that have less population and stuff.
The thing, I wouldn't actually change the number of seats.
No, but it's just making
that system is already set up to actually give additional votes to the smaller states, because the smaller states always get 3 votes. They get 2 for the senators and 1 for the representatives in the House of Representatives. They will always be overrepresented. What I'm saying is that rather than having the winner takes all in each state, you divide the system up so that if you get a 40-60 system, you give the electoral votes from that in a 40-60 divide. That would make more or less every single state in the United States contestable. And it would mean every state would be important and interesting for both Democrats and Republicans.
Well, I hear you, and I appreciate the way. Pardon me. I appreciate your thoughts on that, and I think that's actually pretty cool. I like the idea that the smaller states receive more power. I think that would be. Ooh, I'm in fucking. I was on the fence there. That was very
I've been there a few times as well.
It's a nice view.
Gone to it.
It's a nice view.
So, if we give the smaller states more election, then perhaps what you're saying could certainly be viable. I can get down like that. I just don't want to get to a place where, because you live in Podunk Dickhead, Oklahoma, and it's you and your sister, nobody gives a fuck what you have to say. That's my big concern.
Yeah, okay. I need to go over this again. Because
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, no, but you want. I don't actually want to change the number of votes, because the system that like it's set up today with the amount of electoral votes are already in favor of smaller states. Because California, for example, they get their vote based on their population, the amount of population they have. States like I'm just naming small now. They might actually have a different. Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, for example, they're so small that they have less population than the electoral votes they have should say they have, because you always get 3 electoral votes, because you get 2 from the senators and 1 from your House of Representatives.
I hear you. And again, I would just say that if you change the nature of those 3 votes to be split equally amongst the populace vote, for instance, they voted this way, so 1, 2, and another one gets 1, or 1 gets 3, or whatever it may be, then again, it makes it so that the electoral college is rather irrelevant. Because if we're referring to the popular vote, now I see what you're saying, right? So it's not irrelevant in the state because they still have their 3. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of coming around to what you're saying, mate. That that is a viable solution. I get it. I get what
would
you're
think
saying.
so, mainly because it would make because what you're saying now, the small thing, like states like California,
Hey Derek,
New
you're in a
York,
puddle.
Texas, for example, they're not contested today. Everyone knows which way those states are going to go, so people won't go there to like champion them. If the case was that every single electoral vote counted, you would have to focus on all the 50 states, because one vote from California or one vote from Kansas or a vote from Nebraska could be the one that puts you over 270.
You know what? I get it. And I think that what you suggested is actually more nuanced. So I would agree with your suggestion. I think that's a great idea. That would be a great way to make things a little bit more fair. I dig
Okay, so 2024.
it. I got some bad news though, Tor. I don't make the rules. I'm so sorry.
No. Really?
No, but
Damn it.
as you said, you're an independent. You'll go
I am.
as the independent, presidential candidate. I'll be your election manager or something. There's nothing about him having to be American.
That's true. Good point. Tor, you're thinking all around. I like the way you're thinking tonight. This is great.
He's planned it all out.
But, by the way,
Are you sure you're not American?
By the way, there are two states who do not have winner takes all when it comes to the electoral college.
Alaska and Hawaii?
Nope, Nebraska and Maine.
Why?
They have electoral districts. I think Maine has 2 or 3, and Nebraska I think have 4.
Very interesting.
I always watch the presidential elections from the U.S. So I always I always remember that they say that Nebraska's gone for the Republicans, but we don't know about the third district or something. And the same case is opposite with Maine, that it usually goes for a Democrat, but you do not know about the second district.
Hold on, Snips. I got you DNF, but hold on.
Yeah, it was just a big hit.
I'm having a terrible, terrible DPS parse. I'm too busy thinking about what Tor's talking about. But he's right. I mean, what you suggested would totally fucking work. That's a very, I prefer the nuance. I prefer a more nuanced version of, the one size fits all version is kind of clunky. So I get it.
Ooh, I see tanking boots.
I got my boots. I got boots.
Sweet.
Cool.
Congrats.
Oh, by the way,
Correct.
we might actually be on our way for our own governmental shakeup.
Oh,
Yeah, it's of course, as always, about immigration and stuff like that. You have these women who have been in ISIS, who have left Norway, but they have kids that are Norwegian citizens, and apparently one of them is sick, deadly sick, and the questions have been whether or not to bring him home. He His mother will not allow him to come home for treatment without her coming along. The far right party, that's a part of the coalition, refuses to accept that, while the 3 other conservative parties do not want to accept having a Norwegian child die abroad because they don't want to take in the mother. She's going more or less straight to jail.
What can I do for you?
And this is like the issue because the far right party is more or less in an uproar because they more or less feel this has been forced upon them. So they've been sitting together, setting up demands for what they must get if they're gonna stay in the government.
Yeah, we have some stuff like that in the States too, but it's more prevalent across the pond because more people like convert to ISIS across the pond than they do in the States. And it's not as far to travel either. So you get people that there are some American ISIS folks that will go over there and fight on the battlefields, but they're certainly usually not female. They're usually like American sympathizers, and more power to you if that's what you want to do. Off you go. But just know that now you have to get. It's dangerous. It's obviously a dangerous thing. But I've heard that has happened in England a lot too, where women have joined ISIS and given birth to children in
Damn,
their
what's
country.
wrong with those women?
Well, they
become radicalized.
That's
Well,
exactly
the Belgian government got sued by ISIS women in, I think they're in Turkey at the moment, or at the border of Syria and Turkey, because Belgium refuses to have them enter the country again with their children. So they sued the Belgian state, saying that the kids should be allowed back into the country. And they were not born in Belgium; they were born in abroad. So we have one judge who said they had to be brought back at the cost of the Belgian state, and we would need to pay a fine for each day they weren't allowed back. And then another judge said, nope, they can't come back because they're not really born in Belgium. So it's happening everywhere, that stuff.
One question. When you're talking about bringing them back, are you talking about the mothers and the kids, or just the kids?
Just the kids.
Ooh. That's the big difference between us and you then, because
Well, the issue
in
is
Norway
that we can bring the kids back, but who's gonna feed them, raise them, pay for all the cost that comes with it? So they'll have to rely on family here if they're still willing to take him back. So it's a whole mess. It's not a clear picture, so it's pretty weird.
well, it's clear here because like even the far right here says that they're willing to take the kids if only the kids come.
All right, boys, that was fun. Good times.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. It's
Yeah, me too. Me too.
late.
Yeah, it is almost 11:30. I'm tired.
Yep. Thanks for the time, and Tor, I appreciate your insights, mate. I love talking with you.
Start
so
working on that, Derek. Stop talking
I'm
and
on
get to work.
I'm on it. I'm gonna get my sign. I'm gonna go down to the fucking street corner right now. You motherfucker! You guys have a great night.
Take care.
Yeah. I'll go.
Wow, people are dropping like flies.
What? CJ already left. I was gonna ask him.
Yeah, I think he dropped the same as Derek.
I didn't get to heal anything today. Sad. Very sad. The stream quality between Twitch and YouTube is just crazy. YouTube is so bad. And you see the same stream on Twitch. YouTube is just crazy. It's just insane. Twitch is much more clearer and the resolution is fine on the big screen, while YouTube is doing some weird cropping stuff. I wonder how Mixer is. Mixer is the Microsoft one. Let's see. Actually, Mixer is pretty clear and nice as well. It's only YouTube. Two of the big streamers have moved to Mixer and left Twitch. AFK.